Hello, my phenomenal and fabulous fempreneurs. I am very excited to have you here with me today, and we are going to start the ongoing discussion about the popular topic that was picked that you all want to hear about. And the topic is, where do I begin in my business? I'm so glad you asked that. And for those of you that are, seasoned business owners and you're kind of more towards the end of your journey than the beginning, you're still going to want to hear this too, because the points that I'm going to make apply to everyone in the entrepreneurial journey. And the first thing I want to express to you is that it's a journey. I mean, it's a process. There are easy moments, there are difficult moments, but it is ongoing. That's the first thing you need to understand when you're starting out a business. And for most of you that I'm speaking with, your business is going to be online and you're going to be looking for clients online, and that's going to be your home base. So it's a whole nother ball game from those that have brick and mortar businesses, and then come to try and sell that product online. So one of the things I want to say is that the quickest killer to new businesses, it's like a serial killer. The fastest, quickest killer is indecision. I have seen it time and time again. Ladies, you get all fired up. You got that energy going. You got that, fire under your bonnet and it's burning, and you're feeling this business like this is my mission. And then you get started building it only to get caught in the quicksand of indecision, where you just don't get out. And let me talk to you a little bit about a lot of these groups that get you in, and you're talking with other people and you're having a mastermind discussion about what you should do and how you should create your banners and all those kinds of things to advertise your business, which is good. But let me tell you this, I know people that have spent 1 year trying to get that banner right. Let it go, ladies. Shake it off. Indecision will kill your business before it even begins. And then for those of you who are a seasoned business professional and you're just not sure about, should I go this way and that way? Make a move. Make a move. Get that momentum and keep running with it. You know, the statistics show that men who are only 60% qualified for a job will apply for it, while women who are 100% qualified for the same job won't even apply. Now, there's a lot behind that. And there's a lot of reasons that they have given, like saying things like, well, I didn't want to waste my time. But seriously, ladies, there is nothing to lose for going for it. You know, when you deserve it, you earned it. You have these qualifications. So if you are in a coaching business, you know that you are qualified to get someone from point A to point B. And let me explain this to you. Yes, there may be hundreds of people in the same business doing the same kind of coaching or using the same lingo. But time and time again, the bigger they are, the harder they can be to relate to. So when you're starting a business, you are looking for your tribe. You're looking for those people that have started or are even more a beginner than you are. And a lot of the big names, they'll tell you how they struggled. They'll tell you how many years they struggled. Some of them were living on the streets. And that's part of their brand. That's part of their story. I came from zero to hero. And that can be your story too. You don't have to be superhero. You don't have to be supermodel level. But you came from something. And you can help other people get through that. So focus on the solution that you provide. Step one. And if you're not clear on the wording of that solution, here's a real easy task for you. Make a post and post it on Facebook and see what the response is. If the response is nothing, reword that post and post it again. I help people, or be more humble. You can say, I have a mission to help people XYZ. Okay? I have a mission to help people show up and show off confidently so that they can expand their business and attract their ideal clients. Now, yes, I've narrowed it down because I've worked on that wording for for a while now. But it doesn't have to be the perfect wording. You can post once and see if it gets a response. Not so much. Post twice. And I'm talking about without the fancy graphics. Just post the words that people can see, and when they relate to it, they will respond to it. Not only that, they'll pass it on. Wait a minute. I know a person that needs help with that. And you help with this? Oh, wow. Yeah. And the reason why I say put it in a post is because sometimes when you make a short Facebook post, it only allows you to add so many words, and then you can add color in the background. If you go over it and you start writing, 100 words, it's too much. So I would challenge you to put what you can help people with in one short post, maybe even one short sentence, and define and revise that post over time according to the response you get. Do not spend a year. No. I'll give you 2 weeks. As a new business owner, set a deadline, a 2-week deadline to come up with that phrase and then post it and then refine it. Because look what you're doing. You're already getting interaction. Whereas someone else, on the other hand, is sitting in the office, literally, brainstorming words, asking this person and that person who doesn't even work in the industry that they are in or have the same style that they have. What should I do? What word should I put? I mean, feedback is a great tool to have. It's a great resource. And that's a great way that we can help each other. But so many women, time and time again, get stuck at that first step. So I've outlined the first step for you. Try it, test it, prove it, but do not wait until it's perfect. So take action. So that is what you need to do as a new business owner. Take action. And that's the first action you can take to get your language right. Next, knowledge. Know that you have a certain level of knowledge to share, and you are providing a solution for people who are going through something, or people who have whatever problem, whether you're a service provider or you have a product. Let's say the product is a scarf. The problem is people's neck, they're wearing a jacket, but their neck still gets cold during winter. You can solve that problem with your scarf. So you let people know. That's the second stage. You let people know that you have the solution to this problem. And you can break it down into 3 easy steps. Come to my masterclass. This is step 1, step 2, and step 3. Then I'm going to break it down to you. But remember, you've already taken action. You've already started the conversation by posting these things on your feed and looking at the responses and the feedback that you're getting. You are not sitting for a month, 2 months, 3 months in a mastermind waiting to get the exact perfect wording. Because once you do that, by the time 3 months is up, you might have decided that you want to go in another direction with your business, with your brand, with your wording. And then you can start that process all over again, another 3 months of figuring out what's the right wording so I can attract clients. First step as a beginner, attracting clients is what you want to do, but that's not your focus. Your focus right now is to start the conversation with everyday people, your friends, your family, whoever's looking at your feed, to get responses from them. What are the kind of questions that they respond to? What are the kind of posts that they respond to? I help people with this. And then you go from I help to I solve this problem in your post. Stage 1. Next stage is the syndromes, okay? And as I said, many men will apply for a job that they're not fully qualified for. On the other hand, we have women who are feeling this kind of imposter syndrome. Oh, I'm not ready. I don't know what to call my business. I don't know what area I want to work in. And they stay in that indecision because of imposter syndrome. I say it again. You can help one person get from point A to point B, then that's where you need to start. Another syndrome is the shiny object syndrome. Guilty. You cannot scroll on any social media site without hearing someone talk about how many thousands and millions of dollars they made with this one trick. You better believe it's a one trick. Because if you think that building an entire business, whether it's online or a physical business, is going to depend on you knowing one thing or specializing in one thing, I'm sorry to tell you, it's going to take a few more, many more things to bring that business all together. And honing your skill in one area is great, whether you're honing it on storytelling or you're honing it on what I do, videos and camera presenting, or you're honing your skill on writing ads and content and your content calendar. All of these things are just pieces. And those people that are giving us the shiny object syndrome are very successful in kind of come buy my product, my project, join my program, and behind closed doors, you will master this one trick to getting clients. When we all know, well, I hope you understand now that it's more. It's going to take a whole lot more than one particular trick or one particular skill or one particular lead magnet to make it all work. So that doesn't mean that you shouldn't invest in getting help in that area or getting the knowledge. But when you realize that it's not just one thing that's going to build your business, then you can start to look at the overview. And I'm going to do some videos on the overview of how a business is built. I'm going to talk about the tech that gets a lot of people hung up. I'm going to talk about funnels. I'm going to talk about lead magnets. But they all have to come together for you to find clients. And one of the other things, if you are ready to find clients now, instead of spending the next 6 months, year, whatever, in a program, building your business just so right, and then going out and finding clients when the money starts to dry up, work locally. This is my tip to you. Do it old school. If you can't knock on doors, write an email. You find a group that needs a solution. This is a better way that I'll put it to you. Find a complaint group, because there are plenty of them out there. There is a group of people, there is a community. Let's say you want to help work with people who are alcoholics. Okay, there will be a group in your local community. I'm not going to say the names, but you know what I'm talking about, that get together to work on this problem. And somehow you, in your program, in your business, have a solution that can help them. Now, these things are much more deeper than one trick solution. But these people are meeting to talk about this problem. You have a solution. Why not send an email and reach out to the managers or the volunteers that are part of that program and say, hey, I would like to talk to your group, or better yet, how can I help with this project? If they're going to have an event, if they're going to have a workshop or showcase, volunteer. Get involved. Start that conversation. Not just a conversation, but the physical, hands-on interaction with the people that need your solution, so that you're not spending thousands of ad dollars just hoping to get one person in your funnel, or hoping to get a few people in your funnel, and then you start nurturing them, maybe in a group, or you start sending a whole lot of emails. That is what a funnel is about, but it's good to start that after you've already done the groundwork and you've kind of built yourself as an authority in your industry by working with the people around you. So I'm going to put up a post in my group and I'm going to ask you to not only talk about who you want to help, I want you to brainstorm some groups that you can reach out to that have these challenges that you can solve. And I know this is going to help you build your niche because far too many people that I've talked to say, oh, I help people with trauma. There are so many different types of trauma. There are so many different ways to help people with trauma. There are so many different types of people that are experiencing trauma. So once you start reaching out there and getting in contact with different groups that will offer you stages to speak on and offer you volunteer, don't just go and say, hey, I have this program and I want you to sign up for thousands of dollars. You show them that you have a real interest in and real concern in the issue that they're dealing with. And then you start to build that connection and build yourself as an authority in that particular area. And if you don't like it, okay. Nothing lost. Now, instead of spending thousands of dollars in advertising for trying to find people who have homes, and I'm going to say green homes or homes homes on the Upper West Side, something like that. You've already connected with these people, you've worked with them, and you've figured out, I want to change my brand. I want to kind of pivot into a different direction. It's all a learning experience. So shake it off, that indecision, and start taking action. Remember, action, gather the knowledge, shake off the syndrome, because you are an authority. Believe it or not, I know you've been through some things, and you are an authority now in those things. And you don't have to compare yourself with another authority who's making more money, because you're coming strong. And then 4, find your group. Find your group around you. Start sending emails. Start connecting with people so that you can get a head start on the game of building a business that you love. So I hope these tips landed on soft ground and you will remember them as you go on and you start building your business. And you will see, I guarantee you will see people who are stuck all around you. But I need you to step on the pathway, step on the groundwork that I've just laid for you, and level up. See you next time.